What are these biggest spot Bitcoin ETFs outflows telling us? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. Yes, my nose is a little bit stuffed and my voice is a little bit gone because 2 days of hardcore partying, yeah, it's too much for a guy of 46 years old, guys. In today's video, amazing news item, amazing Bitcoin charts and an inspirational quote, short but powerful. I think tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Yeah, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I don't know for sure if I will be making a video tomorrow morning. On Christmas Day, I'm not making a video, of course, but today, let's check this video first. It started with giving it already a thumbs up because you will like the content for today, guys. Bam! On December 30th, more than $300 million worth of Bitcoin outflows for the spot ETFs. What is this telling us? DEBIT from BlackRock had 70 million, which is the biggest outflows ever in spot ETFs history. Why are there such huge spot ETFs outflows? Are they not supposed to hodl long term? That is exactly why I've been telling you all the time, guys. It's not gonna be different. It's gonna be exactly the same. There will be a bull market top in 2025 and I will be telling you when that top is there. You need to be subscribed to the channel so you know when the top is there. And if you want to know as earliest, then go to didibambam.me, sign up and become a VIP. But there will be a top in 2025. And from that top, I will guarantee you there will again be a crash of 60 to 70%. Everyone that's telling you this time is different because institutional investors like BlackRock are buying, or because countries like America are gonna buy, or because all other people are gonna buy, I agree. There is a lot of buying pressure. But when there is a lot of buying pressure and not a lot of selling going on, the price will start to increase. And do you know what happens when the Bitcoin price starts to increase to 160, 170, maybe even 200K? Every time the same. A huge part of those people that tell you, I will never take profits, become greedy as fuck and they take profits. And when a huge part becomes greedy as fuck and takes profit, do you know what happens with the price next? It will crash with 60%. Like a domino effect, because everyone starts to sell. Everyone sees, oh, the top is in, sell, 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 sell. And it's just affecting everyone's psychology out there, and all of us are gonna sell and take profits. And that is why the Bitcoin price will again crash with 60%. That there will be countries that will be hodling long time, amazing. I'm also a long time hodler, and a lot of my friends are long time hodlers, but even we will sell a part of a portfolio to buy more Bitcoins back at the bottom. Because that is the game. Are we as retail people, as normal people, gonna buy a shitload of Bitcoins? Or are we gonna give these Bitcoins away to those banks, to those institutes, to those huge investment companies? Do we want to give away that beautiful tool, that gateway to freedom, the goal of the 21st century, to those people again? Like we gave the physical gold to the banks and to the governments? Are we now handing over our precious Bitcoin to the banks and the governments? Or are we keeping control through buying all the Bitcoins with retail? You and me, the normal people. I think that should happen. Not all the Bitcoins to these very centralized investment companies, centralized governments, centralized banks, as they want to play the game their way. We need to have this gateway to freedom and be using this tool, Bitcoin, as a gateway to freedom. That is my honest opinion. So if you ask me, are we going to see a bear market again? Definitely yes. It's gonna crash again, 60 to 70%, because there is a shitload of greedy motherfuckers on this world that will take profit when Bitcoins go sky high to 160 or even 200 or 300K, guys. Simple as that. And we saw the first proof now already. Now already $300 million worth of Bitcoins by the spot ETFs being sold. Because they saw, beautiful top at 108K, it's Christmas, we don't want to be looking at the market, let's take more profits, let's just crash the price. We will come back in January after the big crash and then buy back cheap again. And that is also what the spot ETFs do. And you know why? Because it's not BlackRock or any of those other companies that are giving these spot ETFs, it's the people that tell BlackRock to buy their Bitcoin spot ETF. You can be one of those people to go to BlackRock and say, hey, can you please manage my fund and buy Bitcoin spot ETFs? And then when you start to freak out, you will call your BlackRock dealer and say, hey, sell my Bitcoins. And they will sell your Bitcoins. That is just how it works. Human psychology is always stronger than most of people's dreams. Because they fear that they miss the top, they will start to freak out and sell, guys. My advice for today on this beautiful Monday, let's jump into the charts to see what is happening to Bitcoin and if this is an amazing moment to buy the dip. Bam! The first chart for today, guys, is this 4-hour chart. Look, I drew two scenarios last time. I said, hey, it can be scenario 1, what I thought it would happen, or scenario 2. At the moment, scenario 1 is playing out. We touched that bottom here, we went up again to what I said you would, and yes, we are turning back to this again. So for now, I'm going to put scenario 2, just so you know it's from there. I want to put it here in the fridge to focus on scenario 1, because that's, I think, what's going to happen. We wicked all the way to that green line on the bottom that I told you that would be the support line. Over there, you can see it. We went back top to that level of the yellow line. We came back again. We could drop again to that 92K area before we go up again to the 95K area. And then you can see that would be, of course, then a W pattern or even a inverted head and shoulders. We could fall again a little bit and then we could break out. This can all happen in 2024 still, but can also happen after the dip that we normally see in after the dip that we normally see in the first week of January. Maybe this is the dip already, because we also made an all-time high before the halving. So we were a little bit early with the timing of this cycle. So maybe the dip that we normally see in January is this dip now, an early dip. It's a 15% dip, which is amazing. It's a beautiful correction. It's a lot of possibilities here for people to buy Bitcoin again between 90 and 95K. I think that is exactly what you were all wishing for and dreaming for. It is there now, so be prepared to buy these dips. In my opinion, we will continue the bull market. I'm going to show you in another couple of charts how I think that will progress. Now, this is the first one, guys. This is a liquidation heat map. On the liquidation heat map, we can find the levels that we normally go to liquidate people. That's just how it works. Bears against the bulls, demand and supply. These areas over here were bright yellow. We were at that moment at that level over there. So, bam, we went to these levels to liquidate the people. Here, we went even deeper. Now, the new level that we should be focusing on is here, starting to build. There, completely yellow. This is stating, hey, between 107 and 111K, there is a lot of liquidity. So the price should be going to hit that liquidity again, which would mean, yes, we could hit 110 again, and yes, it also means we can drop back to 90K levels again. That's a sideways movement. That's when the Bitcoin dominance will drop, when the alts will have the possibility to run. That is when Bitcoin makes these kind of moves. Still amazing moves to be trading, okay? Now, we also see that not too many people anymore want to trade, because if we look to the Bitcoin exchange reserves, then we can see there is a huge drop of the amount of Bitcoins on the exchanges. It's from almost here 3.05 million back to 2.5 million. So that means there's almost 1 million Bitcoins taken from the exchanges. That's why we are at a price level of 96K. So they are not selling. They are like, yeah, fuck it, this is still the bull market. We are not selling. We are now just taking the Bitcoins into cold storage again, because we bought these Bitcoins probably during the dip for a very beautiful Christmas discount price. And now that we have these Bitcoins, we will move them into cold storage again, because that's very safer. We don't want to keep them on an exchange, because we have another 6 to 12 months before the bull market top is in. When we come near that time, I will put them back on the exchanges. That's what we see. We see the people taking their Bitcoins from the exchanges, which is, in my opinion, a very positive sign for a bull market. Now, that is also what we see on this chart. This chart is a little bit less bright, sorry for that, guys, but this chart is telling us over here, like this is a one-day chart on Kraken. Every time when you see this over there, we see this dip. You see it? Here was a dip. There was a dip. Now, here is a dip. And when is that happening? When we have this trend line in the RSI, and then we touch this 70 level, and then we can't hold that trend line, we dip. Here the same. Trend line, we dipped. Here the same. Trend line, we can't hold it, we dip. This is just a normal move at Bitcoin. This doesn't mean that from here we can't go higher, but look what happened over here. We went up after that, we dipped, and what happened after the dip? Bam, we went up higher. Here again, sideways movement a little bit, when the RSI starts to crawl up, bam, then we have that massive move, where we top out with the RSI, then we break the trend line of the RSI, and we see again a dip. A little bit going, we went first up and then a dip, but still, there was a dip. Here, there was also a dip. You can see it's very small. Then we went up again. And that's how Bitcoin moves. So, trend line, RSI topping out, we see a dip. Does this mean this is the end? No. This means the next move will be higher, probably to 120K in 2025. That will be the first move. So don't freak out, zoom out. And that is also what you see on this beautiful Christmas chart, because it's Christmas, almost. But at Christmas, of course, I want to show you also what happened with the other Christmases. I made a special video about that like a couple of days ago. Watch that video if you really want to know what happened to Bitcoin during and after all the Christmases of the last 10 years. I made a special video, check it. I'm there sitting there with Christmas toys on my head or something. This chart is also showing what happened. Look, Christmas 2012. We were at that part in the bull cycle. It took another 305 days, almost a year, guys, for the bull market top after that Christmas in 2012. 2012 is the halving year. Then we have 2016, the halving year. We were there with Christmas. It took 365 days to reach the top. And yes, we already went from here a couple of $100 to almost $1,200, I think it was, yeah, $1,200. So that was already times 6, just like now. We already went from 16 to 100 times 6. And from that moment, it took another 365 days to make a top. Now, Christmas 2020 was a little bit different because we had a double top. So, halving was in 2020, then we had Christmas in 2020, but still, it took 150 days to reach the top. And now we're talking about the first top because the second top was higher, and I think that was even more days because that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles. So 11 candles later than Christmas, that was this top was the highest one. Yes, the first top was after 150 days. Which is still, guys, it's still 5 months. 5 months from Christmas now would bring us to what? 5 months. Would be January, February, March, April, May. April to May that we could reach a top if we have this kind of a top. But if it would be like these two, the upper hand, multiple times happened almost 300 days after it, then we would get all the way into September, October, November, December-ish part of 2025 for the real top. And that's also what we are saying here. Here's like 273 days. We're going to take an average. It could take all the way till September, guys, to have the bull market top. It would not be strange. Also the RSI. Please check the RSI. Yes, we went above that dotted line, but look how long we stayed above it. More than 300 days. More than 365 days, 150 days. Here, we just now broke that 70 level. Now we are running into Christmas. Look, we can go higher during Christmas. We can also dip during Christmas. Whatever happens, if we stay 360 days above this line, this bull market is going to play out like every other bull market before, and we will see a Bitcoin price of 160K during 2025, guys. That was the last chart for today. I hope this Christmas chart was very clear and also very relaxing, so you can zoom out, close your laptop, first give this video of course a thumbs up, and then close your telephone for the next 2 days. Whatever happens to Bitcoin, in the next year we will be higher than we are now. That is what I really, really believe. Also my Christmas wish for you guys. Now, let's jump into the next part. I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Yes, short term, a lot of volatility again, all the way to 92K. So that's a 15% drop from 108 all the way to that green line that was on my chart already for how long? Like weeks, 3 weeks, months? I showed you that green line 92K is going to be support. Bam, we wicked exactly to that line. That was where the buy order should have been. You would have bought Bitcoin cheap, and yes, we will bounce back to 95, 96, and be range bound for a little bit more. Maybe even have a dip again in January. Maybe we go to 100K, and January again a 10% dip to 90K, or maybe then again a 50% dip to 85K, because normally we dip between 7 and 10 of January, somewhere in that area. So maybe we dip again, or this was a dip a little bit earlier than normally. Then guys, there's only one lesson: stop freaking out, start zooming out. This is not the end of the bull market. All the indicators are telling us not the end of the bull market. I'm going to make a special VIP video today with a couple of indicators they can add to the trading room so that they know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is not the top of the bull market. If you want to become a VIP, go to didibambam.me to become a VIP, and you will also get access to that special chart with these indicators that will tell you this is definitely not the top. Now, let's jump into the last part of the video, guys, the inspirational quote. Yes, because my voice, gone. Bam. I'm slowly running out of quotes, but I found a really cool one. This one is really nice for you to hear on a beautiful Monday morning where you just went after the weekend back into the job that you probably don't like. If you choose a job that you love, you will never have to work any day of your life again. Because what you're doing then is exactly what you love to do, and that is not considered as a job. So your job should be something that you really love to do. Your passion that will wake you up every morning, be happy to do that job again. Let's be honest, today it's a day off for me. I had 2 days of rough parties, it's survival mode for me. But still I woke up, I still felt like, hey, let's make that video again for the people, because I just love to do this. I just love to create content and educate people and help people see the path through those woods of high trees and forests that will make it very difficult to understand what Bitcoin, blockchain, and everything is and how trading works. So I just want to clarify it, and I love to create this content. Even if I feel a little bit sick, I'm like, nope, I'm still happy to do it. Of course, short but powerful, but still happy to do it. And I think that's why it's very important that you choose a job that you love, because then it will never feel as working again. And that means that from that moment, your whole mindset will shift into, I'm not going to work, I'm going to do this thing that I really love to do every single day. And if it is a job on a fixed location, that's your choice. If it is a job like me as a digital nomad, being able to just take my camera and my laptop and do the job wherever I want, that's also my choice. There's many choices you can make. And the beautiful thing is that more and more jobs allow you to do what you love while not being fixed on a fixed location, while being able to travel all over the world. AI is making a shitload of jobs possible now also for you to do while traveling, etc. guys. We can slowly again start to discover the world, because I think there's also a very important job that each and every one of us has. A job does not only need to exist to make money. One of our jobs is discovering this beautiful world, discovering beautiful cultures, supporting different people in different cultures that maybe have a little bit different startup than we had because we were born in a very rich area of the world. That's also the job. This beautiful earth, we need to protect it, but we also need to understand what we need to protect, and to understand what you need to protect, you need to see it. Not just a documentary on Netflix or Discovery Channel. You need to go there. You need to feel the culture. You need to feel and taste the food. You need to feel the problems that those people have in certain areas, to understand them and to be able to think for yourself and say, hey, we need to change this collectively. As a huge group of Bitcoin enthusiasts, of Didi Bam Bam enthusiasts, what kind of group you feel you belong to. Collectively, we should be in control of this world and make this a better place for our next generations. And we can all easily do that, as now these jobs are being disconnected from fixed locations. So you can still make your monthly income while traveling, discovering other cultures, other food, other people, and also trying to help to make the world a better place for the next generations, guys. So that's my honest opinion, and that's also the inspirational quote for today. Yes, I'm a little bit gone, but I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Monday. I will probably take tomorrow and the day after off as a Christmas days. We are going to go with a beautiful group of crypto enthusiasts and family members and friends on a beautiful boat trip here in Phuket, and just spend an amazing day. And of course, Christmas Eve, always dinner with a couple of friends and family, guys. I wish you, all of you, amazing Christmas days. I don't even know how to say it. Am I allowed to say happy holidays, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Merry Xmas? I don't know what you can say now, but I wish you the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Christmas days, filled with laughter, filled with love, filled with happiness, filled with presents, filled whatever you want to fill your Christmas day. I wish you the most amazing time. Yes, I will see you again before the New Year starts, so I will say Happy New Year in that video. But for now, guys, I wish you an amazing holiday time with your family, with your loved ones. Enjoy it to the fullest. Dinners, conversations, tell them to buy Bitcoin, everything else, share the love, receive the love. Let it be amazing days for you guys. Thank you for watching this video today. See you probably after Christmas again. Might there be a situation that requires me to make a video, like a black swan event or something? I will of course make a video. But if there is no black swan event or nothing strange happening, I will now start to enjoy my three today as well. 3 beautiful Christmas days, guys. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing day. See you the next time again. Bam.